Construction at Edwardsburg High School is just about complete. This is part of an effort to make all school buildings in the district safer and more secure.
So we are just finishing up our last few schools with that, the middle school and high school, and then all of our buildings will have those secure vestibules.
And by doing that, Superintendent Courtney Such says it will make other new safety changes easier to implement.
We kind of saw the writing on the wall, and just when we looked at the standard response protocol, it just made a lot of sense.
Last year, almost 2 years before state law will require it, Edwardsburg Community Schools adopted Standard Response Protocol, or SRP.
The Standard Response Protocol, or SRP, is an all-hazards institutional response to anything that can happen at school.
SRP was developed by the I Love You Guys Foundation to simplify emergency response. It's a set of 5 commands and actions that match all types of school situations. Anything from hold in your room or area because there's a major spill inside a hallway at the high school, to evacuate outside for a fire alarm, to lockdown, locks, lights, and out of sight for a serious threat inside the school.
Standard Response Protocol was inspired by the shooting at Platte Canyon High School in 2006. At that time, we were using a crisis response manual that was around 72 pages.
In Edwardsburg and around the state prior to SRP,
each district had their own procedures.
And Such says sometimes those procedures or codes were confusing.
So, for example, I remember when I started teaching in the district I was in, if we were going to go into a lockdown type of situation for a drill, we would say something like, "The eagle has landed," which is great if you understand what that means. But if you were from the outside or a substitute teacher or a parent, you would have no idea. And then there would even be confusion within the staff. We would then have things like a code red or a code green.
Now with SRP, the commands and actions are clear and simple, meaning they require very little thinking to understand and carry out. And she says the more people who know about these new protocols, the better.
At that time, there was also the belief that you wanted staff to know what was going on more so than students. And really what we know now, and even what we knew as educators then, was it's best if everybody understands what's going on.
Which is why school leaders are spreading the word.
So I loved how it was simplified and it was easily spelled out.
High school assistant principal Mike Dandron is on the district's safety committee. He attended trainings over the summer along with other area schools. Now he and others are training school staff and meeting with parents.
We want them to be aware of what's going on in the school.
That training will soon expand to law enforcement, dispatchers, and fire departments.
In your many years of law enforcement, this seems like you feel like this is a good, positive change that does exactly what it's meant to do.
Yes, and it helps clarify to the staff members, and it's also good for the students to know too.
School leaders say this more precise language that is shared among the Edwardsburg community and throughout the area will make a difference, and the message is being received.
Safety will trump convenience, and safety is not always convenient.
Yeah, and that was your biggest takeaway.
Yes. I just felt like that's important to share, so that parents understand this is why we're doing this.
Brandywine Community Schools is another early adopter of the program, and school leaders there say everyone is on board, which is crucial to its success because nearby districts often share resources, staff and students.
Again, they've got that common language, that common knowledge base of how to respond in case of an emergency to not only keep themselves safe, but to keep students safe.
And that is the driver for all of this.
Again, safety is a huge focus here in Edwardsburg to make sure that all of our kids and our staff and our families feel safe.
Yes, Cyril and Bruce.
I'm John Paul. Thanks for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.